Hi, this is Barbie. We're going to do a reformer workout today with the ring. We're going to use this to focus a little bit with. I'm going to have my headrest halfway up. You can have it flat or up. We're going to do 2 reds and a green. If you know you like it lighter, go lighter. If you want it heavier, add some springs. We're going to go ahead and lay back. We're going to do Pilates V. Heels are together, toes are apart. Ribs and shoulders are sinking. Heavy on your mat. We want to drop that tailbone. We want to keep that little space under the lower back. Go ahead and give that ring a little tension. So we're going to squeeze that ring in here as we sit at the foot bar. We're going to loosen up that ring and press out and bend in, squeeze. Inhale. Or exhale on the way out. We've got 8. Good. 7. Just keep breathing. 6. Pelvis is heavy. 5. Shoulders are heavy. 4. Feel the back of those shoulders on the mat. 3. 2. Halfway in and pause, little pulses. Press down and squeeze. Good. 8, 7, 6. Chest is open. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All the way out. Reach up. Ring is loose. Come on in. Good. Toes, Pilates V. So toes are about fist distance apart. Heels are pressed together. Knees are about shoulder width. Squeeze that ring. Reach it up and open it. Squeeze the ring down. Inhale. Chest is wide. 8, 7, 6. Keep that pelvis sinking heavy. 5, 4, 3, 2. Halfway and pause the carriage. Pulse it down. Squeeze. We're squeezing on that down. 7. Chest open. 6. Elbows are wide. 4, 3, 2, 1. All the way out. Loosen that ring. Stretch those legs. Good job. And come on in. Good. We'll set the ring down for a moment. Go to parallel. We're going to relax that chest and shoulder area open. We're going to reach out. We're going to lower, lift, and back in. And press it out. 2 dips. 1, 2, and back in. Slow the carriage down. So you're working those legs as you're bending in, feeling that resistance on those springs. Keep breathing. Let's go 4, 2 dips, and back in with control. And 3, 2 dips. Heels under, back in. And 2. And last time. And let's run in place. Good. 1 heel down, 1 heel up. Relax the shoulders. Good. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Hold 1. Relax. Breathe. And rise up and change. And both heels come under. Feel that stretch. Breathe in heavy. Nice deep inhale. Exhale it out. Lift those heels and come back in. Good. We're going to sit those heels wide. Pelvis is heavy again. We don't want to tuck the butt. We want to keep that tailbone kind of tilted down. We're going to press out and turn in at the same time. So press away, turn in. Open those knees. 7, 6. Let the back of the shoulders be heavy. 5. Try not to let the springs clank in. So we're controlling that. 3, 2. Halfway in and pulse it. Knees are open. Pulse and pulse. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. Press all the way out. Good. And come back in. We're going to start with the knees in. So pressing out, turning out, coming in, turning in. Press away, turn out. Good. And we've got 6. Rotating from inside the pelvis. 5, 4, 3, 2. Knees come in halfway and little pulse. pulse. Carriage is in halfway, pulsing in that center range. 7, 6, 5, 4. Pelvis is heavy. 3, 2. All the way out. Rotate, turn out, and come back in. Good. All right. We're going to walk the feet in just a couple inches. Grabbing that ring, we're going to put it right between the knees, so on the inside of the leg. Headrests are going to make sure they're flat, completely down. And we're going to scoot away from those shoulder pads just a little bit. All right. Relax that chest shoulder area. Give that ring a little squeeze. So we want to feel that tension. So you can't see it, but my ring is getting smaller. We're going to go ahead and squeeze in, pull those lower abs in, tilt your pelvis, roll up into your bridge position. Abs are tight here, shoulders are relaxed. We're going to open down, up and squeeze that ring. So as the hips lift, the knees pull in, the abdominals pull in. And 7, chest is soft. 6, relax that collarbone. 5, if you need to adjust that ring. 4, feels like it's slipping, make sure you adjust it. 3, 2, hips are going to stay up, hold, little squeezes in, abs in, shoulders are relaxed. 6 more. 5, 4, lift those hips. 3, carriage in, hold the ring in tight. As you roll down, open those knees. And good, let's try that again. Toes on. If you cramp on your toes, go ahead, go back to your heels. So squeeze that ring, tilt the pelvis, roll up, tummy in, tilt down, open, up, squeeze, exhale. We've got 8, 7, 6, 5, lower belly in, 4, 3, 2, hips up, hold, and we're going to pulse in. 2, 3, 4, 5, abs in. 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Hold it, roll down slowly, opening those knees as you do. Good. Let's send those toes up onto the ring and straighten those legs up to the ceiling, stretching out those hamstrings. Pull those hips down. So you want to feel like your tailbone is coming down onto the mat. Good. We're going to put your right foot down. Leave those left toes up into that ring, right arm down by your side. If you want to, you can let the ring hang there. It's going to make it a little bit easier. If you want to, really pull down, and that's going to increase that single leg bridge that we're going to do. So we're going to roll up, and we're going to relax those shoulders as best we can. We're going to tilt down and press up. And if you want, again, you're pulling down on that ring as the hips lift. 8, 7, 6, keep those right knees center. 5, try not to let them roll out. 4, 3, 2, hold it up, deep breath, and roll down slowly. All right, changing legs. Left heel on the foot bar. Left arm down by your side. Give that ring some tension. Roll it on up and tilt down and lift. Abs in. Relax the shoulders. Try to relax the hands. 8, 7, hips are level. 6, lower belly in. 5, we're inhaling down. 4, exhale. Lift, exhale. 3, lift and hold, and roll down slowly. And good. Let's draw those knees up. Put that ring on your chest. Kind of rock side to side. All right, we're going to come on up. We're going to roll up. Maybe put the ring by your knees and come on up. Roll it up if you can. We're going to come down to a red and a blue. We're going to be working in the abs. Check those springs. Make sure you just have 2 on. Red will be heavy. Red, yellow will be a little lighter. And just 1 red is nice also. Let's roll back down. And let's press off the right foot. Left leg goes up into that ring, and we're just going to stretch. Deep breath in. Relax the chest. Let the leg reach across the body and left arm open. Breathe. The leg's going to come center, and we'll come in, changing legs, pressing off the left, reach that right heel up to the ceiling, pulling down on those left toes. That left heel can go under that foot bar, feeling the stretch down the left back of that left leg, and then across the body. If it feels better, you can have the heel lifted on that pressing leg. Good, and then the leg comes center, and come on in. All right, since we have it, let's start with the ring. We'll put it on the outside of the ankles. And I'm going to put it on the black part because sometimes when it's on the padding, it slips off. So we've got ourselves set up with 2 springs. I'm going to grab those short straps. Again, I'm going to scoot away. If you want your headrest up, you can bring it back up to that lifted position. Arms are up. Feel those shoulders get heavy in the back or heavy on the mat. They're connected into the back. We're going to bring those knees up. Take a nice inhale. We're going to go down. Lengthen those legs out. Squeeze out. We're going to go ahead, bend elbows and knees. Press the arms and legs back out straight. Squeeze out. And then we're going to go back to the start position. Knees, tabletop, arms up, head goes back. Down with the arms, up with the chest, out with those legs. Press out. Now, knees and elbows bend. The chest is staying lifted. Press the arms and legs out straight. Squeeze out in the band or ring. Arms come straight up to the ceiling. Knees go into tabletop. So we're out with the arms, out with those legs, squeezing out on that ring. Knees bend, elbows bend, chest stays lifted. Press and press, legs and arms extend, squeeze out, and lay back to your start position. Let's go 3. Exhale. Squeeze out, bend, keep the chest lifted, elbows and knees, arms and legs straighten. Pressing out on that band as you straighten. Let's go 2. Knees and elbows bend, chest goes up, stays up, press out. And last one, inhale. Lift and extend, knees and elbows. Press it out, hold it. We're going to squeeze out. 2, 3, abs in 4, chest up 5. Reach those hands, 7, 8, 9, 10, and release. Good. Take those loops in one hand. We're going to go ahead and put that ring inside the ankles. Arms out to a T position. Tabletop your legs. Good. Pelvis is heavy. Pull to your hips, lift your chest, slide those legs out, squeeze that ring, bend and open. Laying back nice and smooth. Pull, reach the head, neck, and shoulders up, legs out, squeeze. As you squeeze on that ring, think about deepening those lower abdominals. So we're pulling them in instead of letting them press out. 4, 5, lower belly in. 6, 7. We're going to hold to those hips, lift the chest, legs out, and squeeze. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Release. All right. Let's grab that ring. Arms are going to go wide. I like to have my hands in the long straps. Let those arms reach over, and let's just let your arms stay wide as your knees roll to a side. Relax those shoulders down. Inhale. And the knees up and over to the other side. Relax through the chest. Let that spine rotate. And good. We're going to bring those knees back to center. Go back into your short loops. All right. Arms are up. Shoulders are heavy on the mat. Arms are connected into that back, knees up. What we're going to do is we're going to open those legs to a V, and we're going to reach over one leg and then center and then over the other leg. So tailbone stays heavy. We're trying to lift our chest toward pelvis and try not to let the pelvis move towards the chest. So we're going to reach open those legs. Let's reach over left leg. Knees and arms center. Inhale. Reach over your right leg. So we're trying to keep that pelvis nice and flat. Lift the head, neck, and shoulders. Legs are to a V. Try to keep those legs away from you so they're not opening straight out. They're kind of opening out towards the foot bar. 5, 4, pelvis is level and heavy. 3, breathe as you lay back. Lift and exhale. 2, we're going to stay lifted. Reach over that right leg, little presses. 6, 5, legs are straight. 4, reach them out. 2, knees and arms. Inhale, knees center, arms center. Reach over your left leg and pull. 6, 5, 4, 3. Both straps are reaching and release. Awesome. Should be feeling some obliques. Okay. Arms up. Unshrug. Good. Let's lift the head, neck, and shoulders. Arms come down. We're going to bicycle. So let's reach one leg up. We're going to lower it down, and we're going to kick the other leg up and circle. Circle. Making that nice pedaling motion. 8, 7, 6. Reach. 5, 4. Let's put that head down. 3, legs a little higher. 2, 1, hold. Lift your chest again, leg goes up, we're gonna reverse, and reverse, and 4, 3, 2, put your head down, and let's go 6, 5, shoulders back, 4, ribs tight, front ribs to back, 3, 2, and 1, knees in, and release. Good, very nice. Okay, leaving the head down, let's do a snow angel. Arms are up, tabletop legs. Arms come down to the hips. We're going to turn the palms in. Legs are going to go out. And let's open both arms and legs and pull shut. Inhale, open. Shoulders are heavy. 6. Keep the pelvis down. Keep those shoulders and ribs heavy. 5, exhale. Open V. Both arms and legs. 4, 3, 2. We're going to reach, hold, lift the head, neck, and shoulders. We're going to crisscross the legs really small, ankle to ankle, over, over. 8, 7, 6, little change. 5, reach those hands. 4, 3, 2, 1, and release. Very nice. Good job. Okay. Arms up, unshrug, tabletop legs. Get some tension on those straps, anchor those shoulders back. We're going to keep the head and shoulders down and the arms stay up. We're going to scissor, one leg high, one leg low. Pull the knees to tabletop. Change. So nothing is changing in the core. Nothing is changing in the pelvis. Maybe you're feeling a little tightening in the core when you exhale. 4, 3, 2. Knees in, arms down, chest up. One leg high, one leg low. Let's scissor up. 9, 8. Breathe, inhale, exhale. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release. Awesome. Let's peg those loops. We're going to come on up. Let's go down to just the red. We're going to lay back. We'll do left strap only. We're going to do a little obliques. Left hand up, right hand on top. If you want to do the single arm, if this weight's okay for you on just the red, you could do it just with one arm. So if you want it heavier, go ahead and add some more spring tension. We're going to tilt the knees to the right. We're going to anchor that left shoulder. We're going to pull down and lengthen and lay back. And we're nice and smooth. So we want to keep the shoulder down. 4, 3, 2. Feel those lower abs. Hold your hand behind your head with the right hand. Knees come into tabletop. They're tilted. Good. Now we're going to send them out and in. Get that left shoulder to try to come down onto that mat. Right elbow wide. We're open through the chest. We got 4 more. 4, 3, 2. Knees in, arm up, lay back, and find your center. Okay, other side. Right arm up. Again, you can do stacked arms, stacked hands, or just single arm. Knees tabletop. We're going to tilt them. Good. Deep breath. Get that right shoulder to anchor down on the mat. We're going to pull with our exhale down and lift the chest. Legs extend to the left corner of the foot bar. They're going to stay tilted. The arm will pull first, and then the head, and then the neck and the chest, and then the legs. We don't want to get ahead of ourselves. And arm, head, neck, chest, legs. 4. Keep that right shoulder as your anchor. So you feel that twist in your waist. 3, you're using those obliques right at the waist. 2, we're going to hold this one. Knees in, left hand behind your head, elbow wide, legs go out. 6, get that right shoulder down. 5, let your right tricep, back of the right arm touch the mat. 5, 4, keep breathing. Inhale, exhale. 3, get that shoulder down. Maybe pull those knees a little closer to center. 2, and release. Woo! I can feel my obliques. Okay, finding your center. Grab those pegs. Left ankle over right knee. Knees are going to roll, and then open up those arms. Let the chest feel heavy. Breathe nice and deep. Really reach those right fingertips out to that side wall. And then grab those pegs or shoulder pads and bring those knees center. Switch your ankle cross, right knee over left, right ankle over left knee, and then left arm open. Really reach for that side wall. And then grab that peg or shoulder pad and come on center. And let's kind of rock. Good. And let's come on up. All right. Let's go ahead and add that blue spring back. We're going to do some pressing against the foot bar. So I'm going to move my ring out of my way towards the front of the machine, and I'm going to grab my box. And we're going to put this on lengthwise. So right up against the shoulder pads with that short end. And we're going to lay down. All right. So I kind of like the upper chest off the box. Lower ribs are on, so you feel like you're supported. Legs are out. We're going to go ahead and pull that bar towards our chest pulling over the front of the foot bar. So we're feeling that length from the sternum through the tips of the toes. And then we're going to release the bar, and we're going to pull those fingertips up, press straight out and in, and extend. Keep those ribs down. So what I don't want to see is a lift. You want to stay down. 6. Chin is clearing that foot bar. 5. So the heart is lifting at the same time that the ribs are staying down. 3 more. Elbows are going down. 3. Unshrug. 2. Come on in. We're going to change this up. Now, the elbows are going to lift, but the shoulders aren't going to creep into the ears. So we're going to really pull those shoulders back with the elbows lifting a little bit wider. Your fingertips are kind of pointed in. We're going to press out and in. Good. 6. Chest is wide. 5. Shoulders are back. 4. Legs are active. Fly those legs out. 3. 2. Shoulders back. And slow to come in. Very nice. Okay, we're going to take off your blue. We'll just have one red spring on. We're going to try a little single arm swan. So fingertips point forward, palms are flat. We're going to press out. It should feel kind of light. Now with both arms down, you're going to press the palms down, lift the chest up, shoulders roll down. Breathe as you lift up. If you can lift up the pelvis. Lay back down those ribs and come back in. Inhale. Press it out. Shoulders draw down. The abs lift up under the rib cage as you lift your chest forward. Exhale down. And come on in. One more. Inhale, lift. Chest is up. Shoulders are trying to come out of those ears. All right. Shake those arms out for a second. We're going to try some single arm. So if this feels too heavy after the first press, go to a blue yellow or a blue only. So we're going to have that right arm out. We're going to press off single arm. Push down with your one arm. Your chest lifts, and when you look in that front mirror, your ribs and shoulders should still be even. Inhale, come in. And 2 out. This should feel pretty hard on the press. If it's feeling like too much, go back to both arms. Shoulder comes down, chest lifts up, and come on in with control. Good. Left arm out to that T position. Collarbone is even, ribs and hips are even. Press out, lift the chest center, and press back out. Unshrug and come in. Exhale, inhale to lift. Belly up, belly up, belly up. And lay back down last time. Shoulder drops as the chest rises. Press back out and come back in, elbow down. Good. Let's slide off. We're going to come up for our child's pose. So we're going to set those hips down. Reach our hands way over the front of the foot bar. Let your head sink down. Nice inhales and exhales. Good. We're going to bring our hands back to the box. You're going to walk your knees back. We're going to arch the back like a cat, pulling those abs up, letting that head tilt forward, and then chin forward, chest forward, shoulders are back. We're still lifting up here through the abs. In through the nose with the inhale, exhale out through the mouth, blowing away. And inhale. And then exhale round. And then more neutral spine, you're going to take your right hand into a stretch. Breathe. Enjoy those breaths. Here's your little break, and come on up and change. And come on up. Good. We're going to come on off. Let's go ahead and put that box away. So we put the box away. We're going to do a little bit of plank work here today. So let's go ahead and set ourselves up with that one red spring. And let's do a little Eve's lunge to stretch out. So we're going to stretch that hip flexor out, relax those shoulders. I know I'm doing this very early, but there's a method to my madness. We're going to slide forward. We're going to straighten out that front leg and kind of stick your butt out. You don't even have to move the carriage. Just reach that tailbone back and feel that length down the back of the leg, because we are going to try kicking this leg up. So take a deep breath. Maybe pull those toes off the floor so you're flexed up with the toes. The heel is down. And then let's come on in. We're going to add a yellow spring. So we're going to lift that knee now off that carriage and press out and back into that Eve's lunge, but with the knee up. What we're going to start by doing is just piking up. So we want to pull the toes up off the floor. We're going to lift the hips at the same time. We're going to press down on that foot bar, and the hips are going to rise up. So we're going to deep lunge. We're going to lift the hips and pull those toes off the floor and press it down. Now, if this is feeling too easy, take that yellow spring off. We can do it with just the red. So back out. It's going to be harder to get those hips up and get the carriage all the way in. So we're going to lift the hips up and lower back down. And your toes are tucked and your heel is pressed up. Now, we're going to try to get the toes to even go more forward. Lift and toes forward. And let's go 2. Shoulders are down. Lift up through the chest, lift up through the hips, and come on down, come on in. All right. On our next one, we're going to try to kick the leg back. So back down into your lunge. The leg is going to go back as you lift those hips up. So we're going to go kick and down into your lunge and kick. The carriage is going to be pulled in by lifting up through the tummy, lifting up through the chest. Let's go 2 more. 2, 1, and come on down. Very nice. All right, come on in. Let's do that on the other side. So let's start with that yellow spring added. Remove my water. We're going to go into that. Oh, let's take that yellow off. Let's go back into our lunge. So we're going to stretch first. So hips are sinking low. Stomach is in. Chest is up. Try to relax through those shoulders. And we're going to slide forward, straighten out that front leg, and just lift the tailbone. So we're going to try to feel that lift of the hips. Now lift those toes off the floor. Feel that stretch on the calf. Very nice. And come on in. All right. Back into our lunge with the knee lifted off the carriage. Shoulders are down. Make sure you have a good, solid grip. Now, sometimes, I'm just going to give you a little modification here. Sometimes it's nice to use a weight behind your foot to give your foot something a little bit more to press on. So I'm going to try that and just show you what that looks like. So it's just a little something extra to press against. So the leg's going to lift off the floor. This right leg's going to float up. Hips are going to rise. We're going to come up. And again, if you can't get the carriage in all the way, try that yellow spring added. Our goal is to get that left foot to pull the carriage all the way in. Now let's reach those right toes forward a little bit. 3. Lift up through your chest. Try not to pinch those shoulders into the ears. 2. And good. Come on in. All right. Maybe shake out those wrists. Pull back on that foot bar if your wrists are feeling a little tired. All right. We're going to go back down into our lunge. We're going to try to kick that right leg back. So deep lunge and lift those hips. Tailbone up, chest up. So we're lifting all the way up through our center. And you can really let that leg fly up, making sure the carriage is coming in. Let's go 3. Shoulders down, chest up, lift those hips. 2, pull the belly in, exhale, and down. Very nice, you guys. Awesome work. Okay, so I'm going to put that weight back. I'll put it back here so I remember to clean it. Okay, let's do either a yellow or a red. We're gonna work the glutes now. So since we're on this side, we'll stay here. Let's use the ring. I'm gonna put it right at the center of the foot bar. That padding is right in the center. And again, back with my heel up against that shoulder pad. So if this was feeling more comfortable with that little extra support, go ahead and go back to that. So right foot's forward. If it's feeling too light, guys, step back. If it's too heavy, step forward. All right, we're gonna go down and we're gonna lunge forward. So the back is flat, chest is up. Maybe squeeze that right calf into the frame so you feel supported, because we're gonna press down on that ring and press the leg out. So I have a red and a blue. You are welcome to use a red and a yellow or just a red. Now, you can kind of cheat with this right hand. You're pushing down on that ring with the left. 6, tummy is up, chest up. 5, we're lunging forward from the hip. 4, 3, full extension of that left leg. 2, now we're gonna pulse down. Chest is up, tummy is lifted here. 8, 7, shoulders down. 6, feel that connection back here. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and in. Very nice. Okay, let's do this all on the other side. So I'm kind of liking that weight behind my foot. That ring goes in the center. Good. We'll set ourselves up with a knee down. Maybe start with those fingertips cheating down. Lift the hips, lift the knee. Back is flat, hips are square. We're going to go press full extension of that right leg. And again, if you want it heavier, just step back a little. Making sure those knees are behind those toes. If you can, try challenging your balance. 7, 6, shoulders are down. 5, especially that right shoulder. 4, 3, tummy up, chest up. 2, head is lifted, and pulses. 10, 9, abs in. 8, draw those ribs up. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Very nice, you guys. Okay, let's put that ring down. Take that weight away. And let's take a seat. Let's do just a red. This can be done a couple different ways. So we can sit cross-legged. You can also have traditional, legs out. Back should be straight, whatever you're doing. Now, if you find that you're kind of sinking into that lower back, grab one of the little black boxes and sit on that for me. So tight hamstrings, that little box is going to go right up against those shoulder pads. And I'll show you real quick. Right here. Just like that. Or just like that. So I'm going to go without the box. Take that down. It's a nice little modification here. We're going to grab our straps. Let's try for some short loops. So legs are out, chest is up. We're going to have the ropes over the shoulders. Palms are facing down, chest up, elbows are low. We're going to really pull those abs in like a tight seatbelt. We're going to press up on a diagonal. Those ropes should be off your shoulders. And breathe in. Reach. We're lifting the rib cage away from the pelvis. Let's go. 4. Shoulders are down. 3. Keep that back nice and long. 2. And bend. Good. Relax for a second. We're going to add on. So chest is up. Legs are straight. Ropes over your shoulders. Palms facing forward. We're going to go up. The ropes are going to go down with the palms and up. You're going to lift up as high as you can. Feel like you're reaching to the ceiling. Open those arms like you're stretching your fingertips to the side walls. And then bending those elbows up. Bring those ropes back over your shoulders, chest up. Inhale. Exhale, extend. Reach to the corner where the ceiling meets the wall. Arms go down, chest comes up. Lift those arms all the way up to the ceiling. Reach your heart up, chest up. Lift those ribs out of the pelvis and arms reach to the side walls and bend them. Lift those ropes back over your shoulders. 2 more. Exhale. Inhale the arms down. Stay really tall. Lift those fingertips without those shoulders coming up and reach wide. Chest is up. Bend those arms. Ropes come off the shoulders and reach, extend. Lower. Lift. Get taller through the heart, taller through those arms, taller through the spine. Open and relax. Good. All right. Let's crisscross. If that doesn't work for you, stay in that position. And again, the box is always available in the studio for sitting on. We're going to hug a tree. Arms are out, chest is up. We're going to reach forward and open. Now, you could always sit further forward. That's going to make it a little bit harder and heavier. You're also not going to get the support behind your hips. So 5, lift up tall, pull those abs in. 4, but really lifted through that chest and rib cage. 3, 2, open those arms and release it down. Good. Kind of lean forward. Shake it out a little bit. All right. Let's go ahead and peg those loops. We are going to come down to a blue, and we are going to do a little kneeling work. So if you like padding under your knees, go ahead and grab a mat right now or a little pad. We're going to come on up. We're going to walk our feet through the headrest and grab our right rope only. Our left hand is going to be directly under our left shoulder. And we're going to stick our right thumb in. So maybe try to get those knees open a little bit. If it feels more comfortable, you can have your feet very wide and your knees very wide. That's going to be a more balanced position. So now I've put my shins outside of the shoulder pads, and that's going to be quite a more balanced position. So if that feels better, do that. Otherwise, we're inside those shoulder pads, but it's your choice. So we're going to bring that palm again flat towards the floor. Lift up to your chest and ribs. We're going to press the arm forward, and the elbow is going to reach back behind us and extend and reach. 6, belly up. 5, chest is lifted, abs in. 4, her butt is back so we're not curved, tailbone back. 3, 2, we're going to bring it in. We're going to bring that hand down. We're going to lift that left leg up, and we'll do a little lift. See if you can lift your right hand off. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and come on in. Good. Coming up carefully. We're going to swap. So I'm putting my left thumb down. I'm gripping that. I'll put my left hand down, right hand down. Again, the wider your knees are, the more balanced the position. Lift up to your heart. Lift up to the chest. Palm is flat. We're going to press out. Shoulder stays back. 7, inhale. 6, keep that length on the left side of the neck. 5, as best you can. Gazing down at the floor so your neck is on. 4, belly up. 3, keep that right elbow soft. 2, bring it in. Set that hand down. Right leg out. Try to get that left hand lifted. 8, 7, still a little tension. 6, you can always put your hand down. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hand goes down, knees come in, and let's grab both straps. You can do long, you can do short. I'm going to try long. Actually, I'll try short today. So if it feels too heavy on the short ones, go to your long ones. You can make that easy switch. We're going to come up on the knees. And again, I'm going to have wide knees for now. So palms up, squeeze your tush so we're tight here. Very, very light, super easy to fall forward. So we're going to keep those glutes tight. We're going to move very slow. We're going to go out. And we're reaching those arms to shoulder level in a V. 4, chest is up, shoulders down. 3, breathe as you bring those elbows back. Chest stays lifted. 2, we're going to hold those arms out there. We're going to do 6 little circles. 6, tummy in. 5, 4, 3, 2, reverse. 6, squeeze those glutes. 5, chest up. 4, 3, 2, 1. Arms down. And let them stretch a little back behind you. All right, sitting down. If sitting down isn't an option, just go ahead and put them over your shoulder pads, and we'll move them here in just a second. So we're going to step off. Let's do a little glutes here. We're going to set that left knee right here on the carriage, line it up with that same shoulder pad. This can be dead heavier. So if you want, you can add a yellow. I'm going to go ahead and add a yellow. I don't always recommend that unless you've done this exercise before and you know what weight you like. So let's move those loops. I'm going to put the long strap on the arch of my foot, and I'm going to give it a little tension here. I'm going to put my left hand right under my left shoulder, wherever that is. If you're too close to your shoulder pads, it's going to look like this. You're going to be really curved. I don't want that. So try to step that knee back so your length is long in the spine. So we're going to bring that foot up. We're going to rotate the knee out to the right. So your right hip is lifted a little bit. Your chest is up. We're grabbing that front shoulder pad here. We're going to press, and it's almost like we could reach the foot bar. If you can look in that mirror in front of you, it's like your heel is going to touch that foot bar. And we're nice and smooth. Let's go. 6. Chest is up. 5. Belly is lifted. Nice and slow. 4. Again, it's very easy to lose our balance here. We want to go nice and slow. 3. 2. Bend in halfway. Little press slow. Control it. Control it. Even on the bend. 6. Shoulders back. 5. Soft elbows. 4. 3, 2, all the way out. Hold it, toes pointed, toes to the floor, and keep that hip lifted. It's not going to drop down. 7, exhale. 6, 5, belly button in, shoulders are out of those ears. 4, lift that leg level with the hip. 3, should be feeling some glute burn. Now leave the leg lifted and a little up, up, down. Keep it smooth. 6, we only got 6. 5, 4, squeeze that leg back. 3, reach it behind you more. 2, and lift it. Find the floor. I like to step off, and then holding one hand in the carriage, we're going to let that carriage come all the way in. Okay, guess what? Got another side. So I'm going to move that box. We're going to be facing the ropes. So that right knee now is lined up with that shoulder pad. We're pretty far towards the end of the carriage. I'm going to pull out on the rope. Left foot goes under that strap. And we're going to lift into that long loop. All right, knee is up, chest is up, shoulders are down. We're going to press and slow to bend. Get that leg to completely extend if possible. 6. So you want to feel that moment where you're really pushing the heel away. 5, 4, 3, belly button up. 2, hold it back there. Now bend it halfway, little press. Keep it smooth. It's, again, easy to lose your balance. You want to keep that rope tight. 6, knee is lifted. 5, chest is lifted. Breathe. 3, 2, all the way out, toes pointed. Lower the toes down to the floor and lift. Keep that tailbone lifted. And we've got 6. Exhale. As the leg rises, the tummy's pulled in. 4, 3, unshrug, soft elbows. Lift that leg, little pulses up. Bring that foot further behind you instead of out to the side. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release. Very nice. So I like to put my foot down on the ground. Carriage slides in. And let's do a little stretch here. So we're going to take a seat. I like to put my left ankle over my right. You can choose whichever side you want to stretch first. While we're sitting here, let's do 2 reds. I'm going to set ourselves up for our legs in the loops, which will be our dessert. So leaning forward, let your head fall. And rolling up, we're going to put our left hand down, reach up and over Lift up nice and tall towards the ceiling with the heart and the fingertips. Keep your leg crossed as you change. And good, let's change sides. And lean forward. Relax the head. Breathe, get those hips nice and even. And then rolling up, sitting up tall, right hand down. Reach up, lift your heart, let that shoulder try to drop. And then keeping that ankle crossed, reach and change. Right arm up, chest to the ceiling, breathe. Breathe into those right ribs. And then come on down, guys. And good, we're ready to lay down for legs in the straps. Okay, let's go ahead and lay down. We can have our headrest up. We have 2 reds on. Put those shoulders behind those shoulder pads and press that carriage out. We'll grab those long loops and put them on the feet. They're going to go right on the arches. And let's go ahead and extend those legs out. Relax your shoulders. Let your pelvis rest in that neutral position. So we do want to feel like we have a little tiny bit of space here underneath that lower back. We're going to go ahead and bend in and press out. We want to stop those knees right over the hips and push away on that diagonal. As the heels reach away from you, really deep in those lower abdominals. Let's go 3 and 2. Keep those heels glued. 1, and we're going to open those legs out wide, keeping that pelvis still, and pull those feet back together. Heels touch. Open the legs, stay straight, and relax the shoulders. We're going to go 4, exhale. 3, 2. We're going to put those 2 things together. So we're going to bend in. We're going to open those feet wide, and we're going to pull those heels together. So we're going to bend, open the feet, straighten those legs, and try not to move the carriage when you're reaching those feet out to the side walls. 4, 3, reach and pull those abs in. 2, and let's reverse. So we're going to open those legs nice and wide, hold the carriage, pull the heels in, and press out. Carriage will move here as the legs go wide. Pull the heels in, keeping that carriage nice and still. Press out. Open. Pull, press. 3 more. 2. And let's reach those legs out. Good. Let's do Russian dancer. So the pelvis stays nice and even. One knee bends towards that shoulder. The other leg sweeps out to the side. Both thigh bones are moving away from each other in that V position. Inhale as you open. Exhale to press. 3, 2, and let's do leg circles. Up, open circle. Again, we're trying to keep stability here in that lower back and pelvis. Tighten through that tummy as you reach. Shoulders are relaxed. Let's go. 4. Tailbone is your anchor. 3, 2, and pull those abs and reach those legs together and squeeze them over those springs. We're going to reverse, open, up, and together. We're working to keep that tailbone heavy. The legs will squeeze together at the center and come down. And let's go. 4. Shoulders are relaxed. 3 and 2 and 1. Legs will come up and hold. Good. Maybe pull down on those ropes a little, stretch. Let's bend the left knee. We'll keep pulling down on that right rope. Let that right leg stretch. Press that left leg up and change. Good. Both legs up and open. You can hold the ropes or you can let the ropes pull you. I like to kind of take a little tension out of the ropes. And then bring those legs together. Let's let the soles of the feet touch and knees are open. Let's rest those hands on those knees. And good. Let's draw those knees into center. We're going to take those loops off. We'll put the loops down and come on up. We're going to do a spring change. I'm going to do it on one red. So we'll do some stretching on some, just a single red spring. So let's lay back. Since we jumped, our quads might be a little bit tight. So let's put the right foot in that strap, leave the left foot on that foot bar, press out, reach that leg up. And if you want, bend that left knee. Try to keep the hips pulling down towards the floor. Relax that upper body. Good. We'll press out a little bit. The leg's going to go over the body. We're going to push the heel out, pull the toes back, and maybe let's just open out those arms so we feel that stretch across the front of the chest. Try to get that pelvis fairly even. Bring that leg center. Put some tension into that right foot. Now the left foot's going to step down off the foot bar onto the floor. Very slowly bend that right knee. If this feels too intense, just press out on that right foot. If you want it a little more intense, you're going to tilt the pelvis and tuck. Pubic bone is up. And take one more deep breath, press out. Let's let that left ankle cross that right knee and hold. All right, while we're sitting there, we're going to grab that left loop and we'll swap out. So we'll take that left foot into the strap. The right foot comes onto the foot bar. No strap. That right strap gets put away. Let those hips feel heavy. Reach that leg across, toes towards the nose. Press the heel out. Arms go back out to that wide position. Feel those knuckles kind of just draping down so you feel a nice stretch across the front of the shoulder. Deep breath in and out. And leg comes center. Get tension in that left leg. Right foot comes down onto the floor, right into the springs, and you're going to bend both knees. Shoulders relax. Tuck your tailbone a little bit if you want more intensity on the front of that hip. Maybe pull that right heel back a little bit more. Take a nice inhale, guys. Press that leg out, right ankle over left knee, and let's bend in slowly. Feel that hip stretch. Relax those shoulders. If it's too intense, you can always press out with that loop. And let's come out of that. Good, you guys. All right, peg that strap and come on up. And we are all done, you guys. Thank you for joining me for Jump today.